Dallas, New Year's Day, chaos, gunfire, and a video that's blowing up the internet faster than a rocket at midnight. BigXThaPlug, yes, the man whose name alone makes Texas streets sweat, caught the world's attention again. But this time, it's not about gold records or collabs with country stars. Nope, this time, it's blood, bullets, and betrayal. A rising rapper, an affiliate caught in the crossfire, and footage that has everyone asking the same question: what the hell just went down? Did a celebration turn into a nightmare? Was it a targeted hit, a beef gone too far, or just the wild unpredictability of the Dallas rap scene? Eyewitnesses are speaking, fans are panicking, and social media is erupting like it's the Super Bowl of drama. Clips are circulating showing BigXThaPlug reacting like nobody could ever imagine, shocked, enraged, maybe even questioning who's real and who's fake in his circle. And let's be honest, when bullets fly and cameras catch it all, the world doesn't wait for police reports. It doesn't care about verified statements. It wants chaos, it wants drama, and right now, it's getting a full course meal served on a silver platter. So buckle up, because what you're about to see is messy, wild, and absolutely unmissable. The night everything went sideways was supposed to be a celebration. Pink House Dallas, brand new, buzzing, flashing lights, champagne popping, music thumping through the walls like it owned the city. BigXThaPlug had rolled up with his crew, looking untouchable in designer threads, chains swinging. The kind of aura that makes people whisper both respect and fear at the same time. His affiliate, someone fans had just started noticing, was right there with him, part of the inner circle that had been grinding in silence while the world was busy streaming his tracks. The energy was electric. Everyone was posting stories, making it rain, dancing like the clock didn't exist. And then out of nowhere, the celebration became chaos. Because that's how the streets remind you they don't care about Instagram clout or who's trending on. Spotify sources who claim they were in the parking lot say the first. Shots rang out so fast it was like the club itself got caught in a time warp of violence. Some people say it started with a question, some say words, maybe a dispute over money or respect, maybe just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. What everyone agrees on is that the second it escalated, it wasn't just a warning shot, it was a full-blown spray. Bullets tearing through the night, shattering glass, sending people ducking under tables, over tables, anywhere they could find cover. The affiliate, unlucky enough to be standing too close to the wrong person, went down. Chaos erupted. Social media was already lighting up with unverified clips before anyone could catch their breath. And the footage that would go viral captured BigXThaPlug frozen for a second, wide-eyed, realizing someone he trusted had just been hit in front of him. His crew scrambled, some pulling out their own straps, some just trying to survive. And it all unfolded faster than anyone could react. It wasn't the first time BigXThaPlug had been surrounded by that kind of danger. But seeing it hit this close to home, the guy who had been with him for months, grinding in the same studios, the same streets, the same beats, made it personal. Eyewitnesses are saying the affiliate was hit multiple times, and one shot was devastating enough to have people screaming in disbelief, wondering if this was the last night they would see him alive. The chaos didn't stop there. Phones were out, cameras were rolling, people filming instead of running. Some fans thought it was part of the hype, some thought it was staged, but nobody was staging bullets whizzing past your head. BigXThaPlug's reaction was captured perfectly, his mouth moving, but no sound yet, disbelief written across his face like a movie scene. Like the kind of clip that gets replayed for days, shared across platforms, turning a private horror into public spectacle. Now, let's talk about what this meant for Dallas rap at that moment. The new Dallas movement had been trying to change the narrative, unite different blocks, show that collaboration and loyalty could outweigh old beefs. BigXThaPlug was supposed to be one of the figureheads, the ones who set the tone. And here he was, caught in the middle of the kind of incident they'd been trying to avoid, seeing firsthand how quickly things could spiral. Rumors started flying immediately. Some claimed it was a targeted hit against Big X himself. Others whispered about rival crews, old grudges, and beefs that nobody thought had carried this far. And as always, the internet ran faster than the truth. Clips hit Twitter and TikTok before police could even clear the scene. Comments exploded. They got him? Big X next? Dallas Wilden again. The misinformation started almost instantly, and there was no controlling it. Insiders who spoke under anonymity hinted at things no one wanted to say out loud. There were murmurs about who brought the weapons, who was supposed to hold it down, and who panicked when things went left. Some claimed that the affiliate's death or near death could have been prevented if security had actually done their jobs. Others suggested the crew had inside knowledge someone wanted them out of the equation entirely. And while the authorities confirmed 5 people were hit and at least 1 was in critical condition, they refused to confirm identities or motives, leaving a vacuum that the rumor mill filled with every dramatic possibility you can imagine. Meanwhile, the club itself came under scrutiny. Pink House Dallas, opening night, fame, and tragedy all rolled into one. Had to answer questions about how bullets got inside, how safety protocols were handled, and why anyone would post celebratory Instagram stories showing stacks of cash and bottles, while people were being rushed to the hospital. It was disrespect, some said, but also a reflection of the wild unpredictability of nightlife in a city like Dallas, where the party and the danger sometimes collide in the blink of an eye. And let's not forget the human element. BigXThaPlug's face in that viral footage captured more than shock, it captured guilt, fear, disbelief, and a sort of helpless rage. People online dissected every frame, analyzing his reaction, wondering if he knew something was coming or if he was just as blindsided as the rest of us. Meanwhile, family and close friends of the affiliate were scrambling, trying to get word out that he was still alive, still fighting, while everyone else online was already eulogizing a life not yet finished. The chaos outside the hospital, the misinformation spreading faster than corrections, the clip being shared and reshared, it all compounded the trauma. Social media wasn't just witnessing the drama. It was accelerating it, turning pain into content, confusion into conversation, shock into clicks. By the early morning hours, the city was abuzz. Headlines ran wild. Clips were trending. Fans debated whether this was a targeted hit, a street beef gone wrong, or just the dark luck of being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Every angle had someone weighing in. Rappers, DJs, influencers, random keyboard warriors from who knows where. The viral nature of it meant that the actual story, the human cost, the medical updates, the investigation was almost secondary to the spectacle. But one thing remained clear: for BigXThaPlug, for his affiliate, for Dallas Rap, nothing would be the same after that night. The footage was out there, the rumors were unstoppable, and the city had just been reminded that even the rising stars aren't untouchable. The day after the shooting, the story exploded like wildfire. Social media wasn't just talking, it was running a full-blown narrative of its own, and nobody was fact-checking. Eyewitnesses claimed they saw everything, but their versions didn't match. Some said BigXThaPlug's affiliate had been arguing with a rival before someone pulled out a strap. Others claimed the shots came from the parking lot, some said inside the club. And then there were those who insisted it was retaliation, revenge for something nobody outside their circle could understand. Anonymous sources told investigators on Instagram Live that this had been brewing for weeks, a simmering tension nobody took seriously until it erupted in gunfire. The way the footage went viral, you'd think it was the climax of a Hollywood thriller, except it was real-life pain, fear, blood, and panic on display for millions of strangers scrolling for content. Inside Dallas, the reaction split the city. Fans of BigXThaPlug defended him, claiming he was a target, a king who just narrowly escaped a bullet storm. Others questioned why he was there in the first place, why someone so high-profile was hanging out at a new club with an affiliate who hadn't even hit the mainstream yet. Music execs and local insiders speculated on his management, security, and even past legal trouble. They said he'd had brushes with the law, arrests that didn't involve violence but painted a picture of someone constantly surrounded by risk. And now this. The narrative was a perfect storm: rising stars, flashy lifestyles, a nightclub, and bullets flying. Everything that made for headlines was there, amplified by cameras and chaos. Sources who claimed to be connected to the crew went further. They described a lifestyle of excess, almost cartoonish in its scale. Parties where stacks of cash were thrown like confetti. Bottles that cost more than some people make in a month. Cars lined up outside like a car show. All of it in stark contrast to the street-level danger that still lingered. One anonymous insider said, "You're living like kings, but the streets never leave you alone. They know your schedule, your crew, your patterns. That club, it was just a stage. That club, it was just a stage." And the bullets wrote the rest. Social media users were eating it up, dissecting every frame of the viral footage, analyzing hand gestures, who was behind the bar, who ducked, who tried to fight back. The affiliate's friends posted tributes, videos of him grinding in the studio, clips of him hyping up BigXThaPlug suddenly. He was a household name for millions who didn't even know he existed hours earlier. The misinformation ran rampant. Some outlets claimed the affiliate was dead before official confirmation, while others tried to spin the story into a gang war that had been months in the making. Memes started circulating of BigXThaPlug with captions like, "Next time," "Watch your back," "When New Year's turns into a nightmare," or "Dallas don't play." The comments section became a war zone of speculation, sympathy, and straight-up trolling. The chaos outside the hospital where the affiliate was taken mirrored the digital frenzy. Police had to set up security checkpoints, fans trying to sneak in, journalists trying to get the first quote. BigXThaPlug himself stayed quiet publicly, letting the viral footage speak for him. But insiders said behind closed doors, the mood was grim, crew members arguing about who should have done what, who should have had better security, and who could even be trusted moving forward. Leaked reports, which nobody could confirm, hinted at the possibility of internal disputes. Some claimed that BigXThaPlug's affiliate had been handling a deal gone wrong, something about new music rights, streaming percentages, or connections with rival crews. Another anonymous source claimed it wasn't just a party gone wrong. It was a message. Someone wanted them rattled, scared. The bullets weren't random. And while police declined to confirm motives, investigators quietly began piecing together timelines, questioning club staff and reviewing surveillance footage. The scene was chaotic, but the story kept escalating online. Every new clip, every reaction video, every Instagram story added fuel to a fire nobody could contain. Meanwhile, fans and the public were debating the culture surrounding Dallas rap. Commentators pointed out that this wasn't the first time a rising star got caught in this kind of crossfire. Stories of MO3, Yellowy, and others were resurfacing, drawing comparisons between past tragedies and this one. Everyone was asking the same questions. Why does success in Dallas come with this kind of danger? Why do rising artists, even when part of a movement trying to end beef, get caught up in violence? And why does social media always turn tragedy into spectacle before the facts even exist? The conversation was as much about the culture as it was about the individuals involved. The affiliate, still in critical condition, became the symbolic figure of everything Dallas rap was grappling with. Here was a young artist, grinding, loyal, talented, almost invisible to mainstream audiences until bullets made him headline news. Meanwhile, BigXThaPlug's image was being dissected, his every move scrutinized. Was he a leader, a protector, or just someone lucky enough to survive? Rumors of other crews being involved swirled, while some claimed that the shooting had been a direct retaliation for something in the past, something only insiders understood. The viral footage didn't answer questions, it raised more. And the internet, as always, loved the unanswered questions more than the truth. By the time the sun came up over Dallas, the affiliate's name was trending. Clips of the shooting, BigXThaPlug's shocked expression, the chaos inside Pink House Dallas, and commentary from random eyewitnesses and influencers were circulating everywhere. Every video, every post, every tweet reinforced the narrative of a city where celebration and violence were only separated by a heartbeat. And as people shared, commented, and speculated, the reality remained grim. The affiliate was fighting for his life. BigXThaPlug was processing trauma. And the city was witnessing a new chapter in the never-ending saga of Dallas rap drama. The days following the shooting felt like Dallas itself was holding its breath. BigXThaPlug stayed mostly quiet, letting the viral footage of him frozen in disbelief do the talking. But behind the scenes, the crew was scrambling. Security protocols were being questioned, alliances were being tested, and rumors about the shooter's identity were spreading faster than any official statement could catch up. Police were tight-lipped, confirming only that 5 people were shot and 1 was critical, but they refused to release names or motives. That silence was a gift for the rumor mill. Anonymous sources online claimed they knew who pulled the trigger, while others claimed it was an inside job, someone who knew exactly where the affiliate would be, who would be in his orbit, who would be too distracted to react. Social media users didn't care if any of it was verified, they just shared, tagged and debated like every post was gospel truth. The affiliate's condition remained critical for days. Family members made occasional statements, carefully correcting false reports that had been spreading since the first viral clips hit. People online had already begun memorializing someone who wasn't gone, creating tributes and hashtags as if the news cycle had already written the ending. Meanwhile, the narrative around BigXThaPlug intensified. Fans praised him for staying calm under pressure, while critics questioned why someone of his stature was ever in a scenario that could go so sideways. Music executives and industry insiders speculated about the consequences for his career, the possible delays in upcoming releases, and how this incident might impact label relations. Some said it could make him untouchable. Others said it could be the beginning of scrutiny and investigation that would follow him for months. Leaked reports online hinted at other angles nobody could verify. One anonymous post claimed that the club's management had ignored prior warnings about weapons and security lapses. Another suggested that BigXThaPlug had been negotiating a deal that involved rival crews, a deal that supposedly went sideways in the parking lot. The speculation painted a picture of a tangled web: money, music, alliances, loyalty, betrayal, all colliding in one explosive moment. Some fans insisted that this was proof the new Dallas movement, the very idea that young artists could unite and move past old beefs, was naive. Others insisted that this was a fluke, a tragic accident that didn't define the generation, just a reminder that the streets and fame don't mix easily. Meanwhile, the public fallout extended beyond the city. National outlets picked up the story, framing it as another example of the dangerous intersection between fame and the streets. Social media challenges, reaction videos, and live streams dissected every angle. BigXThaPlug's reaction. The affiliate's role in the altercation? The club's security, the speed of police response, even the choice of music played that night. It was chaos magnified, a storm of speculation and commentary with real-life consequences. Lawyers, consultants, and managers were now weighing in online, some claiming insider knowledge, others just opportunistically commenting on the viral story. Every clip, every comment, every post added pressure, turning a personal tragedy into a spectacle that couldn't be ignored. The affiliate, for his part, became a symbol of both hope and caution. Here was someone grinding in the background, trying to make a name for himself, caught in the kind of chaos that could end a career or a life before it even started. The hospital stayed tight-lipped on updates, and police maintained a presence outside to control crowds, prevent leaks, and keep fans from overwhelming the building. Family, friends, and close associates controlled access, making it clear that no outsider would be allowed to treat the situation like content. Yet despite all this, the footage of that night continued to circulate. BigXThaPlug's face, the panic, the disbelief, the sound of chaos, became the image everyone associated with the incident. It was raw, unfiltered, and completely uncontrollable, the perfect viral storm. Legally, the situation remained murky. Police investigations continued, but with no confirmed suspects, charges, or motives, the city was left waiting. Some insiders speculated that the shooter was part of a rival crew trying to send a message, while others suggested it was someone looking to make a name by taking down a rising star. Either way, the repercussions could be massive. The club faced lawsuits, insurance investigations, and potential fines. BigXThaPlug's team had to review security, liability, and public relations strategies. Every decision moving forward would be weighed against the memory of that night and the footage that wouldn't stop spreading for the new Dallas movement. The shooting was a stark reminder of the fragility of everything they had built. The dream of uniting young artists, avoiding the mistakes of the past, and moving forward together suddenly felt threatened. If Bullets could reach an affiliate who was loyal, talented, and just starting to get noticed, what did that mean for the others? Could they really change the culture? Or was this just another brutal reminder that the streets and the drama that surrounds them don't forgive intentions? Conversations in studios, in cars, and online were now dominated by caution, strategy, and survival. Loyalty and talent mattered, but so did timing, location, and sometimes just luck, and yet, amidst all the chaos, there was a stubborn pulse of hope. The affiliate was fighting, BigXThaPlug was alive, and the movement wasn't dead yet. The story was far from over, and while social media tried to dictate the narrative, the truth was still being written behind closed doors. But one thing was certain.